Hello once again, gamers. Welcome to Cruisnick's Purgatory. I'm your host, Cruisnick Gex, and tonight we have got a fun little treat for you. Tonight we are going to be opening the path of the Summoner once again for Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Now, as you can see, I've already got my Summoner to level 70. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. So as you can see, I've already got my Summoner to level 70. I've been working my butt off these last few days, few months, and yeah, it is what it is. But let's not let's get right down to it with the level 60 quest line. Starting off with the level 60 quest, A Book with Bite. Chris, I've had the most fascinating news. 'Twould seem that the ruins of an ancient Alag have yielded to us a tome containing unknown secrets of the summoner's art. The tome in question is currently being kept under Rambrose's watchful gaze at our dig site in Mordona. I'll be heading there shortly myself, but I would not begrudge you an earlier peek. Alright, off to Mordona. Come on. Load up for me now. I'm just gonna move something right quick. There we go. Needed water. Alright. Drop that there. Grab my Fenrir. And we're off. Alright, here we are at Saint Coinach. I don't know how to pronounce that, seriously. Ah, I thought you might be along. Here, Chris, a prize such as this should be in your keeping. We uncovered it not terribly far from where we excavated the Evoker's attire. I've judged the tome to be some manner of manual for summoning magic. But alas, I was unable to decipher the writings. 'Tis fortunate then that such a task falls directly within Ymithra's field of expertise. Speaking of which, would you mind taking the book to her yourself? She sent word that she had been held up by some dreary business in Revenant's Toll. Pray, do be careful. Alright, back to Mordona. I've got enough gil to waste on things. There you are, Ymithra. My apologies, but unavoidable matter prevented me from making directly for the dig site. Now,
Shall we take a closer look at this Allergan tome? Oh my. 'Tis rather more shabby than what I've come to expect from the great works of Alag. But let's not be discouraged. The content is what truly matters.
A fine observation!
Principia, at your service. I am a humbly familiar with the doctrine of summoning. Have we awoken a sentient tome from some ancient library? Chris, we must keep it contained! Have I somehow given offense? Strange. I'm not equipped with offensive capabilities. Imparting the art of summoning is my function. And instructional manual is my form. A manual, you say? Correct! When opened in the presence of summoners, I am bound to awaken and share with them the secrets of summoning. The young master there is in possession of an active soul crystal, yes? 'Twas the soul crystal that awoke you? Correct. Only one who carries a soul crystal and has bathed in the ether of an icon may wield the powers of a summoner. I sensed one worthy of instruction and was thus compelled to introduce myself. Icon. That is the Allagan word for primal. Excuse my need to clarify the obvious, but you are a construct created to teach summoning magics to any potential student you encounter. Why would the ancients have deemed such a thing necessary? Summoning came into being for the purpose of eliminating beings, specifically those beings known as icons, primals. Once these entities have all been vanquished, however, new Eggy cannot be harnessed. Old summoners perish, and so too does their art. It was upon glimpsing this bleak future that a certain master summoner set about crafting yours truly. Inscribed with arts of tremendous power, I exist to teach others how to safeguard their existence. Fascinating. Your creation speaks to the heart of the discipline's rarity. Summoning harnesses the power of primals for the sole purpose of destroying them, and new summoners arise only in an age when primals are rife. With the absence of living mentors, a true succession of the art is never achieved. Principia, are you then to instruct Chris in the lost secrets of Alag? I am eager to oblige, but there are certain obligations. Ere the seal upon my higher knowledge can be unlocked, the student must first overcome the 3 challenges I am ensorcelled to present. Considering how it refers to primals as icons, I'm inclined to believe that we have an authentic Allagan relic in our hands. What say you, Chris? Will you undertake these challenges?
Look who you're asking.
The first challenge is a test of power. This trial is designed to evaluate the raw magnitude of your arcane talent by pitting you against a predetermined opponent of carefully measured fortitude, also known as a I manifest a monster and you fight it. Mayhap not terribly wise to attempt that in the middle of town. Why don't we find ourselves a less populated area out near the Singing Shards?
Out to the Singing Shards it is. Why the Singing Shards? I don't know, but we'll find out soon enough. Ow. Did I derp? And yep, I derped.
There we are. Alright, activate ether flow. And here we... Oh, and summon a primal. Let's go with Ifrit. Shall we begin the test of power, Master? Master! You treat your pupil as a superior, Principia. Such is the way in which I was written. Ah, and if my full name begins to tire your tongue, you're welcome to call me Prin or Pia. Ooh, I rather like Prin. I mean, let us proceed with the challenge. That was easy. I didn't even summon Bahamut. A crushing victory, Chris! Who can argue the potential of modern summoning after that display? You have bested the first challenge, Master. Whoops, sorry. There are few summoners in Alag's long history who boasted this degree of native might. Furthermore, that you have achieved such potency through naught but the study of ancient wisdom is simply astonishing. With a little polish to your technique, guiding you to loftier heights of power should be astonishingly simple. I thought Chris's technique more than sufficiently polished, but you say there is room for improvement? I see we shall have to adjust our yardstick for perfection if we are to rival the practitioners of the past. Indeed. If you would know more of past practices, then you need only ask. Actually, I do have a question for you. If you would indulge me, Chris. Prin, in which age were you created? You appear to lack the technological advancements that were predominant in constructs in the latter days of Alag civilization. Another excellent observation. I was penned by Master Sari, a preeminent summoner of his time. He was in fact likely the last master summoner of the Alagan Empire's reign. Were I to date myself by your culture's notion of history, my creation would have taken place at a point just before the Empire's collapse. In other words, solidly within the richest era of etherochemical discovery. One might reasonably wonder why this wonderful science was excluded from my invention, and I assure you, there is a reason. In the beginning, the Alagans rose to superiority through their mastery of magecraft. It is told that the very first wielders of summoning magic made do with grimoires fashioned of leather and ink and parchment. There came a tipping point, however, when the mundane sciences began to progress with ever-growing rapidity. These advances were married with the arcane, and etherochemical technology was born. Even as the harnessing of lightning energies gave rise to new recording mediums. Techniques were developed that allowed complex arcane geometries to be instantly plotted. Traditional grimoires were replaced by devastatingly efficient and elegant weapons. The convenience of these tools, however, did not lend themselves well to the instruction of initiates. Beyond such considerations, the new mediums could not be perused without dedicated machinery, and their manufacture was no simple matter. And so the summoner who breathed life into you decided that tombstones and the like were not the ideal method for passing on his accumulated wisdom. Correct. He chose for me the primitive form of a book, and inscribed within my pages a bounty of potent incantations that required no machine to be cast. Thank you, Prin. I thought only to satisfy my academic curiosity, but I found myself swept up in your description of the past. You truly are a creation of an incredible age. And thank you for your patience, Chris. Shall we return to Gridania?
Alright, back to Gridania. Alright, Gridania, load up. Come on, let's go. Sometime today. There we are. For a minute, I thought my Eggy had disappeared. That would have been tragic. And right around the corner is this. There she is. What's Dancing Wolf doing here?
Well done, Chris. We are one step closer to revealing a new secret of Ancient Alag. Prin will issue the next challenge after you've had the chance to review your studies and hone your abilities to a new level of perfection. I've decided to keep the familiar here at my side for the moment. Even with as many wonders as Eorzea holds, folk tend to panic at the sight of a fanged tome that jumps around of its own accord. Oh, and pay no mind to Captain Wolf. He obviously wishes to secure my services for some task or another, but we have more important matters to attend to.
The next summoner quest will be available from Ymithra upon reaching level 63. The requirements for undertaking subsequent quests can be reviewed in your journal. Alright, with that, we've completed another summoner quest. When next we go live, we will be completing the level 63 summoner quest, performing for Prin. But until then, that's it for this episode of Cruising's Purgatory. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on Twitch or live on PlayStation and you like this show, click the follow button below and be sure to turn on notifications. And also be sure to subscribe to me because I need a lot to pay for a computer. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe to my channel by clicking here. Click here to watch more by me. Click here to watch the next episode of Path of the Summer. And click here to watch the original Heaven's Ward ending. Until next time, Cruise the Gex, signing out.